It's yes. So I then kind of having come up with concepts: front suspension, the rear suspension, the underside of the gearbox, general what we're trying to do with the diffuser, and then starting to work with the guys on this sort of sideboard concept shape. Then I work in two ways. One is just walking around all the individual screens and talking to the individual aerodynamicists or mechanical designers, whichever it is, depending on which bit we're looking at. That's the details of the front suspension or the aerodynamics or whatever. Just walking around, talking to them, discussing, batting ideas around. And then they will, as a result of those conversations, combined with their own ideas, most importantly, kind of go off and develop. And then at the same time, I will spend time on my own, if you like, at the drawing board, trying to come up with ideas and suggestions. Of course, nowadays, I mean, the drawing board is clearly a dinosaur of a thing.
Why do you still use it?
To me, it's a language. So I grew up at the age where I grew up on a drawing board. CAD systems didn't really start to come in properly until the early 90s, and didn't really, I would say, reach maturity until certainly the mid-90s. So I've grew up on a drawing board. It's my first language. If I was of a younger generation, I wouldn't. I'd be on a CAD. And I don't think there's an underlying advantage or disadvantage to one or the other. I think actually now the CAD is the stronger, because if I go back even 10 years, I've watched the guys on the CAD. They would take such a long time constructing their drawing that they would be reluctant to change it because it took them too long to change. Whereas I'm more than happy to get the rubber out, and the lines I end up with, probably 50% of them at least have been rubbed out at some point, because I keep changing it until I'm happy with it. Whereas now with what's called parametrics, these guys can put a few dots and crosses down, create their history file, and then they can change it quite quickly and easily. So I'm starting to feel slightly disadvantaged on the drawing board, but I'm afraid I'm a bit too old to change now.